Hey guys, welcome back to the Tuesday stream. I'm totally clipping my microphone out. Let's push that back a little bit. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? We're of course playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program, if you couldn't tell by the music. Playing some real scale solar system today. I've got to be honest, I took a bit of a kicking last week. We didn't do very well at getting a craft into... Wait, what have I... no, that's the RSS stream, not stream career. Took a little bit of a kicking, failed to get something even to orbit. So I think we're just going to try and work on that a little bit. Maybe we'll try and build upon... I want to go to the moon, is what I want to do. I forget all this Mars stuff. We're just going to try and go to the moon. Just so I'm not even sure if I'm going to classify landing on the moon as an important part of the process. If I hit something that looks like moon, I'm going to class myself as a good one. And that's where we're going to go with this one. So this means we need like something to send to the moon. I guess we're going to send some sort of Kerbal. My immediate impulse is almost always to just go for a robot. Because, you know, it's less bad when the robot gets left on the surface of the moon than if you were to just leave another Kerbal on the moon. Are we still on 0-0? Okay, that's unusual. Alright, there we go, man. Apologies for being late. Watching a political party broadcast with Count Binface. I mean, obviously he's got my vote. But yeah, what are we going to send to the moon? I feel like just a little... something relatively boring is more than fine. We could send the Lem. I've not even played with it. I don't know what's involved with it or what. I feel like that's maybe not the winner. I'm gonna send a procedural probe core. Maybe we will put an external seat. Add part to cat. No. I must have clicked the plus button there. That was not what I wanted at all. Does that look center? I mean, look, center enough. More tempted to vote Dalek. Yeah. I mean, it's a hot topic at the moment. Not one that I really want to get into too much on stream. It inevitably shows sides of people that I'd rather not see. You know. Okay, so now that we've got this, we will need something that's going to be able to land, right? So let's go with the procedural isogrid. Is there a trip planner somewhere that's a little bit more explanatory? I don't know. This is not what we're trying to look for here. I need to know how much I need for certain parts of the mission. Like all of it. To be fair, all of it. Do I actually have? Let me have a look. It's going to go a little bit quiet on not on stream, but a little bit quiet on this thing, the screen here. Just want to have a look through. Just to have a look through my downloads is what the word I was looking for there. Trying to find the Delta V map for RSS. I've got just far too much rubbish in here, and some of it is not what it says it is. So maybe this isn't the place to look. Maybe I should have emptied this out at some point in the distant past. RSS Delta V map. Surely that's there for us. Surely that's there. The solar system, a subway map. I mean, I'll take it. It wasn't the one that I was looking for, but it will do. So, landing on the... Wait. I need to actually look at the thing that I've just got. This is not the best photo. It has to be said. But I will take it. Open image in a new tab. Is that better? No, it just keeps trying to open up another thing. Okay, so 2,000 looks to be the number that I'm looking for. 2,500 would be ideal. Ideally, I don't know whether we're going to be able to do it on tiny rocket engines or whether we're going to need a larger. What are we sorting by here? Mass. Okay, so what's a slightly... This slightly nicer rocket to land on? I don't know, to be honest. The advanced long nozzle pressure fed hypergolic engine derived first US liquid engine. The A10 is a long lived engine. Yeah, none of those scream landing engine to me. This one, short nozzle, surely better. I don't know about the landing, to be fair. I don't know about the landing. Says on the Apollo. Oh, look at the size of I don't think that's quite what we're looking for. I almost feel like we just want to throw a bunch of these small thrusters on here. Wow, you are a small thruster. How is this? Wait, let's just put that on there. How is that less mess than that? What's going on there? We're sorting by mass. We've got it by thruster. 0.012, 0.0. Wait a minute. Oh, no, wait. Are these lighter? They're not lighter. I don't think this has been sorted by very... Ah, it's sorting by cost. Well, that'll be why. Okay, so sorted by mass. We should suddenly find ourselves some better engines here. Not the Hall effect thruster. There's... How is the RD4 so heavy? I was looking for the 1 kilogram... one again, high pressure tank, just to see what could work for the surface of the moon. I have some ideas, and I think mostly I'm just going, ooh, what is this? High thrust apogee engine. I mean, again, I understand those words, not quite where I want it. The R40 pressure-fed vacuum engine, hypergolic engine fused for attitude control on the space shuttle. I mean, we're getting closer. There's the thruster that I normally use, Vernier. So the thing I was going for was something a little bit chunkier than that. So maybe we go for some of these. Can we actually go for like 4 of these? I mean, obviously that is a 5-engine configuration. But what do we get now? Choose tank type. We need to set this to high pressure. Okay, so straight off 14. 14 is quite a bit short of 2 kilometers, of 2,000. So let's start by that and that. And does that helped at all? 65. Really? Is this the engine that's the problem here? A 2x1 meter tank. Like, don't get me wrong. Hey Zed, how's it going, mate? We're trying to work on a tiny moon lander right now. I'm not getting quite the range that I was expecting, so I think we're going to be swapping out for different engines. The problem with a lot of this real scale stuff is I don't really know much about the engines. Large thruster for orbital maneuvers sounds good, but then look at that. That's not right. Surely that... Is that really? It says nitrogen. Let's see if we can't use a better engine type here, man. So what we figured out is the lower down the list you are, the higher the tech level and such forth. So what about that 1 meter per second? You are laughing, mate. Can I get rid of this? Thank you. Remove and fill. Okay, that's a bit more like it. That's a bit more like it. We've got ourselves a slightly larger tank here. Let's go for 1.5 meter diameter. And then bring down the length just a little bit. Maybe we'll make do with 2. What have we got here? 1.97. So that should get me to land on the moon without completely killing everybody. Now, obviously, this is like bare bones, bare bones. But I think that's fine to get going with. We're gonna start bare bones and work our way up. I think that's probably the way we're gonna go. Now, there was somewhere what's a ring decoupler? Can I set this to whatever I want it to be? There's a whole bunch of procedural parts here. And I would like... No, it said you can set it. Where was it? A ring decoupler allows you to change the diameter of the part to fit many different configurations for your craft. It allows for customization of decoupling just the bottom node as normal. Or both nodes. Yeah, it doesn't... RO tanks. Aha! Here we go. We've got some way of playing with stuff here. 5. Okay, so that's now looking good. I think I might want to put a fairing around it. Do you think we want to put a fairing around it? Might be an idea. Let's go get ourselves another. I now need to look back at that page. So that's 2,000 here. To get from low Earth orbit to the moon, it's going to cost us a 3.2 plus a 0.6, 3.8. Let's just say 4. To be, safe. So we need to have a pretty beefy mid-stage here. Oh, I thought I pressed shift and dragged it up, but it turns out no. So what is going on with this? Actually, that's all right. We can live with that. Let's also put some other basic utilities on there while we're thinking about it, such as power. Where are we going? Just the moon. I just need to go to the moon. Last time I failed to launch just a standard thing into a standard orbit, and so I feel shame. I feel like I don't know how to play the game that I've been playing for 10 years. So to compensate for that, we're going on a simple mission that I'm still probably going to mess up in many and varied ways. That's just the way of things. Prepare thyself. No, of course that's 5. Love the I do actually really love the extra capabilities that come with the extended editor bay. Excuse me, I need to clear my throat. But it's sometimes I'm used to not having a 5. You know, communication is something that and of course I went looking up for the real. I found myself in the Real Antenna wiki, the GitHub page, stuff like that. Nowhere's very useful. Almost everything said there's no point in having more than one antenna, though. Sorry, I was just glugging tea there. It's probably sounded quite nasty through the microphone. Can we extend that antenna? Beautiful. Okay, that works. So omnidirectional, which means it drops its power with like the cube root or whatever it is. 1 over r squared, I think, r cubed, because we're talking about volumes. Was this... Now, I'm sure this is not the time to be thinking about this, but is this the type of tank colour we want here? I think going to the moon... Can I please just pull that away from there and that away from there? We want to have something a bit more vibrant. Delta's a bit... just straight blue. Let's bring that red down a little bit. A bit more specular, but no metallic. I don't know what that's actually going to do. It's just shiny in general, I think. Let's go something like that. Why not? I do like a bit of colour. Have I got everything? Now we can put other things on here, but I think we're probably fine. Yeah, other antenna for other missions, but it's not going to be a relay of any description, so that's fine. Okay, so we now need, as I said, the 4. Thank you. I think I'm going to want a cone, right? We're going to go from 1.5, too far, to like 2, 3. I think I'm going to go with 3. We're going to have ourselves a pretty chunky little mid-stage here. This only has to take us to the moon. So we'll see what we can do with that. The Rutherford vacuum engine is the world's first electrically pumped engine. It operates on an entirely new propulsion cycle, making use of the brushless DC motors and high-performance lithium polymer batteries. Lilium. I said that twice there. Its engine is named after New Zealand-born physicist Ernest Rutherford. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with him around here. 5 ignitions. I might take it. Oh, it's tiny. Oh, it's tiny. Maybe that's not the winner. Do I have mods? I mean, that's what real scale solar system is, my friend. It is entirely a collection of mods. Vacuum. Is there a bigger one here? It's all about real world analogs, and indeed, like the RL10. I mean, that's pretty standard for the Centaur, the Saturn V, stuff like that. Pump-fed gas generator, Hydrolux engine. The biggest problem. 10 ignitions subject to ullage. Oh, that looks about right size, doesn't it? That looks about the right size. The biggest problem is I don't really know enough about these weird little engine types here. That's not a big enough fuel system. Not even close. Okay. I mean, we can. How are we going to do this? I mean, are any other shapes better. Not really. It's nice to see that we got some hollows though, and then some weird struts. I mean, what is it? What is it? What does this truss give us? I've never played with that one before. I think the problem with the cone. I mean, there are many problems with the cone, but the big one is that we don't seem to be getting a lot of delta V for the amount of fuel it's taking up. So let's not use this engine. Let's try a different engine. We'll keep this on the standby. It might be good. You never know. Lunar Module Descent Engine. Maybe we wanted to put that up there. as we're going to descend to the lunar surface with it. But that's the thing. Descent. Intended for the N1. So the N1 was a big Russian craft, I believe. This also burns liquid. Oh, it's a bit chunkier. I think we can take it though. Let's do that. So that's 2.5 there. Can we do 10? Does that look good here? That's 3.2. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Maybe we'll. Oh, I don't want to bring this out too much wider, you know. Something like that looks kind of hideous, but I might use it. And then we want to have ourselves a decoupler again. I'm going to just once again go with the ring coupler. Yeah, no, that is hideous. Am I just going to go with it anyway? I don't want to. What I might do instead is take another one of these, turn them upside down, shrink this down a few lengths, and then kind of make a coupler out of it. Something like that. Yeah. No, that looks really good. That looks really good. Getting it to fit the engine's going to be interesting. Yeah. All right, there we go. That's. I mean, it's good. It's a very interesting shaped craft. I don't think I've seen people do that. The more hideous, the better. My friend, you have not seen anything yet. This is me getting to know the new sets of parts. I fully invite you to go check out Kerbal Collaborative Warfare, where I regularly launch things that look like chameleons. It was kind of fun. Okay, so I guess now we're just going for the big old lift stage, right? So we now need to put 10,000 delts underneath, 10 kilometers, right down there. Should be fairly simple. It's not going to be one uber ultra tank. It might have to be something with some like drop-offs and stuff. I always like the way the Atlas deals with stuff where it like has tanks that it drains and more powerful engines on the outside, but a higher efficiency one on the middle. Let's once again go to the cone. We're going to go for the 2.5 here, and then we're going to move out about that. That's a good start, and then we'll steal this, and we're just going to go for a 4-meter cylinder. Something like so. I don't know how long. What's a good length? What's a good length? 30 meters? Sounds good to me. This is quite the craft. Now, shall we use... Wait. There's something wrong here. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, wait, I put it here. You're down here. Okay, all right, it's fixed. It's fixed. It's fine. It's not a problem. So I want to look for a big old engine. So something on the scale of the F1. For the Space Launch System? Ooh, that's interesting. 34 watt, my friends. 34 watt. Unfortunately, random numbers don't tell me a great deal. That is pretty chunky. We could probably go for larger than that. Where's that engine? Okay, so straight away we've only got. I say we've only. Straight away we've got 4,000 delts in here. I've not done a few things here. Look, you want to be filled up as well, and then you want to be. Oh, you have already got the tank. Okay, that's good. Liquid oxygen, liquid oxygen. 42 is very meaningful. 32 meter. I mean, we're at 30, and with the rest, we definitely cropped 34. Because what's this? This is 30 plus an extra 4 on top. Yeah, it works. The more I'm doing this, the more I'm regretting my choice of a Kerbal seat on top. But it'll be fine. Of course, we can't forget the RCS as well. That is a must. Right. So from here, we want some decouplers. I like the hard points. I always try and make the hard points part of my build if I can. Let's go with the structural pylon. They're like the hard points, just bigger. Are we going to go for 4? I think 4 sounds good. I'm almost tempted just to copy out this middle bit. I don't know. We're going to make a big craft, whatever it means. Using the Kerbal's helmet as a nose cone, you know it. With cost saving measures, you know, we've identified somewhere where we can really sort of cut back on the extraneous material components and make a secondary use. Cone length. I'm sure there was a different type of cone that gave me like an offset. Yeah, here we go. Smooth cone, polygon. Maybe smooth cone is the one. Why doesn't regular cone give me an offset? That's kind of sad. Very sad. Okay, length. I don't know. We're at a 30 length, so let's go to at least 15. We want to use at least half the length as booster, right? I hope you're in agreement, because that's what we're doing. And then width. We start at the 1, but we're definitely going to want to chunk up down below. Sorry, suddenly hiccups. As I was saying, we're going to want to chunk up down below. So the F1 uses what? The F1 uses RP1 and liquid oxygen. What else? Hey, SRWB, welcome. The Kerbal on the flag in the background looks like an eggplant. If you think that's the only thing that's purple, yeah, why not? What was I looking for? I was looking for an liquid and RP1 engine that's a little bit less. The massive M1 engine was the largest, most powerful Hydrolox engine ever designed, and individual components have been tested. Oh, it's big. Looking for some liquids here. Kerosene. Now, are they calling it different? Oh no, that's hydrogen. Never mind. Look at these weird propellants that it can burn. Most of which I've never seen before. Classic. I was kind of hoping more stuff would just be running on RP1. Because it's a pretty standard rocket fuel. It's like kerosene. It's been super refined. This is just kerosene. Oh, these are jet fuels. No, never mind about them. More liquid hydrogen. The RG1. What is RG1? That's one I don't know about. Liquid methane, liquid oxygen. Okay, we're in the methane section here. Is there a way of... There really is. Of selecting by resource. Here we go. Oh my gosh, look at them all. Somewhere in here we're going to have an RP1. I don't know where it's going to be, but that's really what I'm looking for. PT... I don't know. And the problem is... Oxidizer is a very open term. Okay, that's a little bit awkward there. I was really expecting it to just be here somewhere. Liquid fuel isn't even a thing, of course. These just store it anyway. It's not what's burning. Okay, alright, well we can't do it like that. That's unfortunate. I thought that was going to be a good way of finding what we wanted here. This burns RP1 and it's got the word booster written in it. Oh, it's big though. Ooh, it's big though. I think we can make it work though. It's a 3 to a 1. We have a bit of offset going in. Is that the one it wants to line up on? Oh, it really doesn't like it, but... Okay, we've done worse. We've done worse. Something like this? I think this will work. Famous last words. Okay, so we just want some fuel lines. And then we're probably ready for a test. Find out where we've gone hideously wrong. Of course, as always, taking bets now. My money is on the communications. Nah, it's not going to be communications. My money is on something. Like I'm normally pretty good at not getting it right first time. This top bit needs to come down to like 0.6 if I remember the sizing correctly. You're playing KSP 2, but there's a lot of hate going on. I mean, the hate is semi-justified. They took a lot of money off us and then just ran for the hills when they realised they couldn't just recycle KSP 1's code base. Man or... No, wait, it's not. It's not the... It's actual moon or bust. Okay, save it. Save it. I don't know whether this is going to be able to make it. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy KSP2. It's got a much nicer like VAB experience. Like there's a whole lot of good things about KSP2, but it's groundbreaking and innovative gameplay. I don't know what happened to my words there. Was not one of them. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for it. Sabine, Christoph, Albert, Marita? Marita, why not? Marita Brenda. Let's just see what we got. Let's just see. I mean, I'm already noticing the lack of RCS, but I'm sure there'll be more. I'm sure there'll be more. I've got no fins on this craft, so it's probably going to flip out about 7 kilometers up, moving about 300. I don't know. My acceleration's been a lot slower in this game, so it's probably not going to be about 300 meters per second. Anyway, here we go. We have got right up on the top there. Can I aim camera? Can I aim a camera? Have they removed the aim camera bit from this? Is it something I need to do? It is missing. Okay. Normally you can right click. Is it something in settings? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at all these mods. But what I'm looking for is called tweakables, something like that. Advanced tweakables. Not seeing it. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm just going to accept that it's part of the game settings. Just make sure it's not anywhere in here. Things hide sometimes. Okay, well, we're just going to go anyway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In the main menu, maybe. Go. We got some problems here. I bet these are empty tanks. Well, let's revert to vehicle assembly and put some of these things in. Oh, don't worry, I could spell it. Thanks, I just couldn't say it. Booster, bam. Okay, that's nice. We got that working the way it needs to be. Up here, we're going to split off here, and then we'll put on. It's got to be like one of these. I can't remember which one it was that we put on that actually did the job that we wanted it to, because a few of them have not been doing their job. Let's actually put these on first, like this. I'm gonna go with 4, and we're gonna go with the 5 horn, of course. Maybe we could just get away with this. 5 horn again, so that we can steer. Wouldn't you know, steer is kind of important. And now if I put this here, no, we can't change the I clicked the wrong thing. Can't change the fuel type there. What about you? Okay, yeah, this is what we want. Apart from these are all engine. Oh, we could turn this up to RP1 or something. I'm not sure exactly what that is there, but it's similar fuel type to whatever this was burning, right? Yeah, Cava B. Go change this Cava B. Okay. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Not even close. Do I want the extra mass on top if it's just using the same fuel? I think I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so that's a bit of RCS. We've rearranged. You can't say ventriloquist the way you say it sounds painful. The one that I really struggle with, and I'm going to take my time and say it properly live on stream, is machine chassis. It's that chassis bit that I can't. It's not so much just with chassis. I could run up and say the word chassis, fine. I could run up and say the word machine, fine. But if you try and get me to go machine chassis, I just get in the middle and it all goes wrong. It's like, oh, okay. Didn't realise I had a problem with that. Okay, save it. Go. Oh, of course, we can't just launch to the moon. That's not how it works in this version. The Earth is tilted at 24 point whatever degrees. The moon orbits on its own orbital inclination. Yeah, things are going on that are not like Kerbal, not like Kerbin specifically. So I think we got to use like a thing somewhere. We've run into this before. Was it this one? First window, 7 hours warp. Take me there. Take me there. And we're gonna incline at whatever 28 degrees is, because every time we've tried to go at a degree, it's not worked out very well. 5, 4, 3. Let's ignore that window now. 3, 2, 1, go. Why does it say no ignitions from it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There is a problem here. And I'm not sure how to fix it. Look, they're not burning. Why are they not burning? Don't get me wrong. That one in the middle really like going for it. We could just have some drop tanks here. I might just deal with it like this way anyway, and we'll see what happens. That's unfortunate. How aerodynamic is the Kerbal's head on a scale of 0 to? It comes in at roughly the scale of brick. It's not the worst in the world. It's okay. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Farewell, Marita. Your service will be remembered for 5 minutes or so. Yeah, it's about right. It's about right. It's about right. I don't know whether to. I think I'm going to revert. Let's go and have a look and see what's up with this engine. Because this should be like springing off the launch pad like a Kerbal rocket. Like this has been overdone. Ground support clamps. Okay, we can do that. We can deal with that. I don't want to use any of those. Structural somewhere in here. We got the classic umbilical tower. Does that count for that? Let's find out. Save launch. Now, the aerodynamics of Kerbal head is as much as a wall of tungsten. Wall of tungsten, by the way, it's how they produce neutrons in big old neutron colliders. So up the road from me, there's the Rutherford Appleton Laboratories, RAL. They've got the diamond light source there. Well, no, that's not the thing that I'm interested in. The diamond light source is cool. It's one of the largest accelerators in the country. They use it to look through everything from like computer chips to aircraft wings and stuff like that. But I'm very interested in the neutron beam that they have there, where they use the particles that get accelerated in the diamond light source, fire them out the side at a lump, literally just like a breeze block of tungsten, and the nuclear reactions that happen there fire a whole bunch of muons and neutrinos and neutrons and stuff, and they filter out what they want, and there's lots of blocks of lead involved and stuff like that. The main thing that's crazy to me is whenever you think about, you know, these particle accelerators you're like, super high tech. Most of the time it's brutal, like real brutal stuff, just like slamming high energy materials into not high energy materials and seeing what comes out. Yeah. Anyway, I said something about a rocket launch, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. No, engine ignition. Have we got them all? We have. Now blast off. Well, I mean, out of all failures, leaving my boosters on the launch pad were not the one I was expecting. Who had that on their bingo card? That was not the one I was expecting. Hey Jelly, how's it going, man? Been some time. That was actual pain there. That was actual pain. I wasn't expecting that one. Welcome to the Real Scale Solar System, Jelly. I understand that you are aware of Kerbal, more or less. So WB has to leave. Alright, it was good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I know what I'm trying to say. Okay, that should be better now. That should be better now. I really thought like going to the moon would be the easy bit. I was like, yeah, sure, but we'll be on our way by 7, and maybe we will be on our way by 7, but I'm not sure. I actually want to set up this as its own. I've played this before. We should definitely do it like that. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. No, engine ignition. Then we have the blast off. Like now. Away we go. All right, great, wonderful. It's one of the many things that I have to learn from the real scale solar system is that like you can't just turn your engines on and expect to be going at full throttle straight away. Like engines take some time to wear up and burn through the fuel and do this and that, right? Anyway, welcome as always to Cape Canaveral. We're supposed to be making our way over to Baikonur at some point so that we can unlock the center over there. I was actually supposed to be using MechJeb for this flight. Given that I'm using such a standard vehicle, I thought it'd be a good chance for us to learn. This is going to be like a learning stream where we go off and do things because we think they're going to be the ones that teach us and stuff. Maybe if I could language at the same time, that would be great. We're going to try and turn over as we go. That's a bit harsh. Because I'm going too far upright right now. Orbit is not located above your head. Well, the orbit is located above your head, but it's also located sideways and behind you and down below. So you've got to make sure that you're going to visit all of those places, and the only way you can do that is if you're traveling sideways very, very quickly. Oh, I think I lost some fuel. Go. Oh, that looks like it's going to hit. We're all right. right. The small explosions that they were not mine, so that's fine. Maybe in the in camera. There it is. There it is. Okay, that's cool. Reset the camera. Thank you. We are shocked. We're shocked that we are, all of us in Twitchi Space Program are shocked every time we take off. It is a marvel of modern technology. We're literally just setting fire to stuff underneath us and making sure the gases go out via a tiny nozzle. That's it. That's the entire premise of spaceflight, and somehow that gets us to the other moons. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. I don't appear to have any spin control. I'm trying to turn back. How do I show my control? Wait, that does that button? Wait, what? Today I learned. Yeah, I'm trying to like ease out my roll here, and it's just not working. So we're just going wherever this engine is taking us, because I do not believe this has any ignitions left over. If we have a look down here, ignitions remaining 0. So we've just got to make do with this as this lies. So that's fine for me. One of the reasons that I always make sure that I've got more than one engine on my lower craft here is trying to make these maneuvers gets very awkward with just one engine in the middle. If you've got 4, or even just 3, 2 will do it if you really need to. You can get like twists and turns and stuff really going down well, much better than you can. Like the fire out of a hose, it's true. It's better than the Chinese stacks fire test. Oh, I heard that in fact, I saw the footage of that. That was great. For those of you who don't know, there was a static fire for one of the new pieces of Chinese space equipment. I can't remember exactly what it's for. And a pretty standard part of testing rocket equipment is you do this thing called a static fire, where you strap your rocket down. Generally, you point it towards the floor or into a hill, and you fire your rocket, measure all the thrust and the burn rates, and everything you need to know about a good rocket to make sure it flies well. So China, I presume just the Chinese Space Agency. I don't know if they have individual companies doing individual parts, but they were doing their own little test, and one of their rockets broke free. Why it was pointed up at the ground up at the sky rather than up at the ground or down at the ground or into a hill is beyond me. But there is footage out there of it taking off and flying up and slowly turning over, and fire rips up the side of it, and the whole thing splits open and lands on a small village. Yeah, good times. Good times. It's not the type of thing I would like to end up underneath. This doesn't look like orbit. Now, I believe I know I didn't quite hit the right angles here, but this fuel and that fuel. Well, I'm going anyway. Whatever we got here, we're just going to hit the moon if need be. But yeah, we don't seem to be getting quite what I was hoping for here. Did I make sure we had enough fuel on the bottom? Did anybody check that number at the end? The thing it was strapped to looked more like a Meccano than proper steel girders. It was a rip-off of SpaceX main booster stage. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, SpaceX are the guys with the tech at the moment, so they're the ones to copy, right? How am I going to do this? Because, look, once again, not even most... we're reverting. We're reverting. We're going to put more length on the middle booster. We're going to give more to the outside boosters. Everything's getting an upgrade. I'm not failing this way again. Those numbers were all the same as last time. We're not having it today. Not having it today. Going up some more. 4. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're going long. 23, 24, 25 meter tanks. Why not? 32 meter tanks here. They also did a Starship test. Ignition blew up chunks of concrete and then shook off the Meccano. Yeah, I mean, powerful stuff. Like, actually, I cannot overstress that. Actually, powerful stuff. No, this isn't even... Wait, what's going on here? Why are you not just lifting your way? I mean, I know we're supposed to be aiming for 9 here. Do you reckon we can just increase the diameter by 2 meters on this bottom bit? Will that do? Is that going to do a thing? Honestly, no idea. Feels a bit brutal for it to actually work. Something like that as the boosters. Okay. That does feel super brutal. But I don't care. We're just adding stuff until we can go. There's still not enough, look. Where's MechJeb? Lie to me, MechJeb. Let me know. Let me Delta V stats. Here we go. We're on Earth. Stage 3. It's reading out as right. And my to weight ratio is underpowered now. Maybe we'll shrink this in 1 meter. Can you please not? That actually up my fuel on the middle stage there. Yeah, interesting. But lost it there. I think I've hit like maximum returns with what we've got, right? Unless we can get more from these. Oh, how have I done this? What has happened? I see what I've done. Ooh, that was worrying there. That was worrying. What I was trying to say was we got to add more. We've got to add more. We've got a pretty severe lack of fuel. Do you reckon we could add more boost stages? If I take this off and we go, I don't know, 6? Is more boosters gonna see us through here, or is it a false profit? I mean, I'll take any profit right now. Running a bit short of cash, you know. Legs, firing. Let's try that one. Save and launch. Change the gantry stage. Thank you. I did. This is good shout. You know me well. So as much as China have had a little bit of a gaff with that booster stage being like the static fire not doing so well, gotta give them full respect for getting best part of 2 kilos of moon rocks from the far side of the moon back. We ain't doing that, so that's fine. When we plan to do that from Mars, we end up running into budget issues. I mean, like, really, that's what's stopping us. Money. Alright, fine. Seems a little bit silly. I wonder if we can... I'm very bad at using this, but let's try and use it, shall we? We're going to engage the autopilot, and I'm just going to say go. It should hopefully just fly itself at this point. Yeah, there we go. We are takeoff. Yeah. I'm a little out of touch with the Indian Space Agency. They were all raring up to get their own space station up and running to go. I unfortunately can't pronounce the name of any of their craft. I'm going to have to go away and practice them. But their manned craft was just being rated a couple of years ago. I haven't played Space Engineers. I have played a lot of Space Engineers. Me and a good friend, Landstrider, used to have a server that we played together. Landstrider's played a lot more than I have. I really love the idea of Space Engineers. I think it's great, amazing. It's slow. It's a hard game to get to do what you want to do in less than 4 hours. And I kind of actually mean 4 hours as well. I'm not just being a little over the top about it. we would go and have a big old stream, and I'd still at the end of it be like, well, I hadn't quite done what I wanted to do. And he's like, yeah, I spent all of last night building this. It's like, wow, I've got an astrophysics degree to finish. But you know, that's the way of life. That's the way of life. Did we end up counting any of the numbers? I don't know if I ended up counting any of the numbers. I feel bad about this because I feel like we might actually just not be making it again. We're definitely punching through. We've got a bit of like the roll program is going nice as well, so that's pleasant. I was hoping that a game called Astroneers that came out shortly after Space Engineers was gonna have a similar vibe but easier pacing to it. No, it was a totally different type of game. Astroneers was fun. Don't get me wrong. Shouldn't that have dropped its staging by now? I'm gonna just kind of do that. What total Delta V do I need? Oh man, I've got to total some things up. So we need 10 just to get off the planet, and then to get to the moon we need 4. That's this bit. So I don't think we've got 10 underneath because we've only got 8 right now. So this bit and this bit are right. These two are right. This is the 1,000 and a bit. Did that number just change? Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm going crazy. Well, Apple Apps is actually staying at reasonable numbers here. Gravity loss and steering loss. Almost going straight into the Delta V expended. Yeah, Astroneers was good, but once you've done it, you've done it, right? That's the thing. Waiting for the next great space game. Who knows what it's going to be? We had high hopes for Starfield. Didn't go anywhere. The problem is that it's not that you can't do a good space roleplay game like that. It's just that the what I'm going to call medieval fantasy route has been well trodden. You know, the D&D guys, that lot. Your Skyrims, your Witchers, your other games like that. So your first person roleplay games, right? So trying to re-establish the rules for sci-fi has been a little bit difficult for certain companies out there. Which, you know, it's fair. It's fair. All right, how are we doing on our flight right now? Press the M. Let's have a look, see how we're doing. We're very nicely leaving America. We seem to be getting some good speed up. There's not a chance. There's not a chance. How much more fuel do I need on the underside of this? How do we make more fuel on the underside of this? A 50 meter? 100 meter? Like, how tall do we need to go? Now that we're using MechJeb, we could just do whatever, but we're going to be running into issues. Why is this continuing to spin like that? No, I don't want you to do that. Trying to... Yeah, there we go. Set a buffer stage up. Oh, we're close, look. Only a couple of hundred delts out. Disengage the autopilot to get rid of that. Why didn't you start? Oh, I turned the throttle off. Oh, this doesn't have a gimbal. Wait, we can fix this. We'll put this one on and this one on. Just press that and we'll see what it does, right? We're probably burning fuel out of this lot. Oh. No, I'm coming back down already. This doesn't feel like the engine, does it? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we set Mech Jeb up to another 100 kilometers on the Apple axis. Anyway, let's tweak some stuff. What? I didn't hit the target. Why is that not hitting the target? Maybe let's bring this down to 0.3. And also, we need to go add more fuel. Revert flight vehicle assembly. Let's go see. Get an AV map. Hello, AV. So what have we got here? This is only 6. Maybe we're gonna have to multiply up the engines. Where are we? Length. At what point is it just not? Yeah, look, we're pulling back on the Delta V now. Where was maximum? Oh wait, what are we finding out here? That actually our craft is just too big. That's That's somewhat annoying. Because what's happened here is I've made the inner stage shorter. And it's put my Delta V up. So really, we just kind of need to go nuts with the outer stage, right? Is that what I'm hearing here? Like something like so, and maybe even expand that out a bit more. And then somewhere in here, there's going to be a round that's very bulbous like that. And it's still not quite right, is it? Three, 6, 7. We need at least 7.5, maybe 9, but we can't do that on what we've got. It is quite the big boy, and that's the problem here. We're getting to the point where really we can't anymore. Not just keep extending this design out the way we have been. That way? Let's extend this up a bit. We can extend loads of it just a little bit, but none of it is making the big difference that we need. Let's get rid of that Delta V stats. That's totally in the way. And somehow we've got like this build aid thing here. I don't want you there. I don't know what gets rid of you and what doesn't. It's kind of hard to see what I'm adding. Do we just give this a go? Is just giving it a go gonna work? Mildly fearful. Let's pop this here. Yes, okay. Let's try. It might be... Can we boost some tech here? Ah, I found some tech we can boost. Hopefully the tanks are all still the same. Let's try that. That may have done it. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll be running away with our tail between our legs and we'll be starting up again next week of the career mode. Just so it can teach us rather than us having to... But, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to play RP1, the career mode in RSS. There's a lot of very historical missions that I gotta be honest, I don't care about. Whoop. There might be a tourism or commercial program. We'll see about that. Maybe I'll do that. Ascent guidance. We're just going to use this. We're going to use this. I honestly have no idea why we're hitting as low as we are. None of these really let me know anything. All right. Well, anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Are we going to take off? Is it going to be fine? Okay, we're away. We don't have the engine thrust. No! We're now lifting too much stuff. That's kind of awkward. It's beyond awkward. Vehicle assembly. Thoughts on Pulsar Lost Colony? It's great if you got friends to play it with. Amazing if you got friends to play it with. I'm just going to right click on this. We're going to look at the engine. Is there anything I can upgrade here? There is nothing I can upgrade here. Okay. Do these just give me their max thrust? Let's have a look. 2450, 234, 20, 20, 2344. 4 is still better. So that they are on max. Max engines possible. Gonna have to try maybe shrinking it down a bit. Oh no. Maybe we can get some more solids on here and launch a bigger craft, right? Looking for the non-shielded version of the engines we were just using. Because they are going to... There they are. Alright. Take less... everything, you know? 5, 6. Take up less room. Take less equipment to get it going. Just a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be better there. Oh, interesting. Okay, I can change stuff. Remove all those tanks. These were the... LR87. We'll put those down. Aerosine and NTO. But that's different from the engine that's in the middle here. One of the things I wanted to do oh, excuse me, was to make sure that the engine was using the same fuel tank as what we were just using. So let's go back in here. Oh, why suddenly the sneezes? Where does this come from? Not about it. Not about it. It does. Where does it tell me there's propellants down there? So Aerosine, RP1. Okay, so we got to go for this one pretty much. Okay. We are attempting to go to the moon. Turns out I'm not very good at it, but you know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Is this not attached? Why is it? And then you down here. 3, 7. Still not much. Still not much. Did you not... Have you read the documentation, Zed? Have you even tried to look at it? Have you gone and followed the 4 links that lead you to from oh, this is not the up-to-date wiki, go to this up-to-date wiki, and then you click through, it's like, oh, that's not the up-to-date wiki, go to this up-to-date wiki. So then you click the next one, it's like, oh, it basically just follows the RP1 storyline. And you're like, but maybe I didn't want to do that. Maybe I wanted to read it in writing. Yeah, so yes, I have read the documentation. No, I did not find it helpful. So that's that. Bring these down into line with the engines. 3. Is that more or less delta V there? And then bring this down. That's more. Okay. Well, I'll take the more. I'll take the more there as well. 3. I don't know about this. Skinny and tall. Is this what we want? I mean, kind of, but it's also like, how do we even get this to lift? Numbers are going up in the background, but nowhere near enough. So, like the thing that's got me, and I hope you all agree with me going, huh? Is that this? I mean, for starters, that's one of the biggest engines in the game. The F1B, right? Can't even lift itself. Try putting those on the outside. Is that any better? No. Is that worse? Wait. Oh, I did a bad. I didn't grab the other engines to find out. You. So yeah, I've had many a fun day reading through the documentation and decided that actually no, things are wrong here. Oh, they've got 3 engines here. Why have I got such sneezes? Is there any hay fever? Medication around, I can't see any. Wow. We'll have fun times this evening together, guys. We're having fun times. Oxidizer rich combustion Methalox engine developed for Blue Origin. So we got these on the outside, and we got the 3.691, right? 3.691, 3.691, 3.35. Okay, so we're definitely right on this one. And then this big boy in the middle is just to keep us firing for as long as possible, right? I almost want to lengthen up this thing in the middle here. That's no longer needed because we don't flare anymore. Ooh. What happens if we do put it on 4s? Is that just all bad? What if you put lots of small boosters on one fuel tank? Well, the problem is the amount of fuel we're carrying. Wait. There was one more thing that I thought we to do, and then went and launched and didn't update on that process. We can get some more decouplers somewhere. That's the ring decoupler, Apollo style. These ones, radial adapters. And then we just find a big old solid booster. This one. Oh no, that's a bit big. This one. That's a bit big. This one. Still a bit big. I mean, that's getting on for more of what we want. Maybe this is the size we should be scaling to. Next time we scale to these. 4-segment strap-on booster for Saturn B1s. How to... Ooh, okay. I think that one makes sense. I hope everybody agrees that that kind of makes sense for the size. Maybe you want to disagree with that. I don't mind, because I'm going to launch it anyway. There, okay. And now nose cone. Need the nose cone. Not that one. Not that one. How about size? Does that work? we sizing up or sizing down? Why is there not a procedural nose cone? Dinosaur Elvra. I bet there is, and I'm just ignoring it. But I'm fairly sure I found the procedural. There it is, nose cone before. We go out to 3 meter and up. There we go. That's good, right? I want you to come down here. I want you to come down here. So we fire all the engines. Like, all the engines. Like, bam! They drop off. I mean, they will want to drop off, but not quite that early. Okay, something like that. Maybe that's the winner. It's still not the winner. 1, 5, 2. So we got 6. Yeah, let's call it 7. We'll catch up some extra bits. The aesthetic, don't you love it? It's amazing. How could you not think that these boosters on the side of this craft is just absolute mwah, chef's kiss genius? I feel like I want to go back to the big old chunky stuff. Maybe we fit like 4 B1s on the bottom. If this fails, that's what I'm doing. I'm making the N1. We'll just rip off the boost stage at the bottom, and we'll make an entire new thing that is just like flares out to 7 meters, and we'll have 4 big old F1 engines on the bottom, and we'll do some crazy stuff. The moment this one fails. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I'm kind of skimping out on my countdown now. Is it going? I'm going to set it going. Oh! Well, that sure is interesting. Is it going to be able to control itself? I think it can control itself. Just about. There is a bit of wobble. Maybe I should have secured the bottom of the rocket a bit more. But I think we're going to be okay. I don't know. Does this look like it's going to be okay? Spin stabilized. Yes. Yes, that was very much what I was trying to do. Why is this still 8? This should be... Oh, I don't know. 1. Should it? After stage. Wait, up until stage what? I don't know. It feels like we're doing okay, though. Feels like we're doing okay. We are screaming through 4 kilometers of atmosphere right now. Moved ourselves over 2.5%, really. Wow, okay, that's high odds, high odds. We are about 10% of our pitch, 10 degrees in our pitch. My apologies. Looking over, once again, Cape Canaveral. Beautiful, beautiful. Looking at the map. Oh, suddenly the engine gets loud. Thanks. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's go back here. Our Kerbal sat on top, still looking amazing up there. Aim camera, there we go. I managed to open it up so it now works. Oh, she's doing all right. There's a bit of movement in the rocket underneath. I like the way that all of this is just like not attached to itself. That's a healthy amount of displacement there. Okay, I want to zoom out and be ready for the stage where maybe it was the seat. You know what? I'm just gonna aim camera. No, reset camera. I have no idea what that was we just saw, but there goes the solids. Drop them. Some Separatrons probably wouldn't have gone amiss somewhere around there. But still doing fine, still doing fine. Let's check the ascent guidance. It says it's on, it says it's ticking over absolutely fine. Let's have a look at some stats here. Apple axis of 69. Nice. Shimmer's like a Russian helicopter. Yeah, well, you know. We're coming into about a 45-degree hold, and I think I'd like to keep it somewhere there. I don't know. We might just leave it carrying its tilt over. Once it gets to about level is when I'm going to disengage the autopilot and just hold it sideways if I can. It doesn't really give me any way of orbital inclination. Yeah, I don't know what this attach altitude is. I don't know what a lot of this stuff does. And if you go to the online manual, it's the situation like I was just explaining to ZTech, where nothing's actually explained. It all just points in like circular and self-referential loops. Which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, sometimes you just have to accept life in the way it is. I'd rather not, actually, if I'm to be honest with you. Accepting life in the way it is just sounds painful. Okay, so I think the next one is to try 3 of these boosters on the bottom here. We'll widen this central core out and see if we can't get them up and running. This is huge launch, by the way, so I'm not surprised. It's taking a little bit of time to get right. Oh, okay, we've staged. Mate Jeb not doing so well at the staging at the moment. Yeah, no, not so good at it. Wow, what was that asymmetric thrust all about there? Asymmetric force all about there? Not about it. Not about it. Apoapsis is pushing its way up to about 200 kilometers, though. This is going well. If we can just turn all of the fuel that we've got into sideways velocity, broken 140 kilometers. Oh, yeah, get that sounds. I have sped up the clock twice. Well, I've sped up the clock once to double the speed. Seems like the way to be doing it. Are we gonna... We even gotta get there? That is a question that I have got very much. Very much. I fully believe in this craft's ability to get to orbit now, unlike last week, where it turns out we just were not doing so. I think we can totally get to orbit like this one. Is it going to... Oh, look at that twist happening. Is it going to make it to the moon? We'll see. We'll see. Even if we only just get a flyby, it'll still be a bonus in my books. Though I'm kind of expecting also that the communication will just cut off, the power will go wrong. I'm expecting something to go wrong in this flight somewhere along the line. We are, the closest we've ever been to. I didn't want you to fire up yet. Do you have remaining ignitions? Okay, we're going to disable the autopilot. It turns the engine off. That's fine. We're going to turn that off. We're going to wait until we're closer to Apoapsis. How am I still flashing red? It's come at double the speed, that's why. It's because I'm at double the speed. When we get a little bit closer to Apoapsis, I will consider firing my engine. Oh, look at it. We are significant fractions, let's go up there, of our way to orbit. What is going on with that roll? My bro. What is this? Okay, turn on the engines. I'm going to try turning my RCS on as well. It just feels like something we might need to make use of. Maybe this engine should have gone on much sooner. I think we'll be fine. We're still like 3 minutes away from Apoapsis, so it should be good. Speed up time just a little bit more. Again, 45%, thank you very much. 45% of me not killing anybody, I'll take that. I still don't think we're going to hit the moon, but we're doing all right. We're doing better than we were. Look at these other things that I have actually managed to get into orbit at a time. There's the R7, there's the Atlas. Here's our last fated moon mission. Didn't go so well either. Okay, RCS doing its job. Burning through my fuel though. Kind of not about that. Not much else I can do about it though. Alright, so if we now just stabilize here, We shouldn't then hear much RCS firing because we're stable, right? We're stable. That's just holding in place. We've got some numbers dropping down here. We're mostly interested in how quickly this periapsis number is dropping down because, of course, that's the other side of our orbit, the lowest side of our orbit. If we can keep that rolling to a higher value, that would be great. I think my main problem here is I've got a liquid hydrogen tank here. Liquid hydrogen takes up a lot of space, just like a lot of space. We could probably, if we'd gone with kerosene or RP1, had a chunk maybe about the same size as what we've got up top, doing a similar profile, and that's a lot of extra hydrogen, a lot of extra metal and tank work that we have at the top there. Avoiding that would be pretty cool. Okay, numbers are dropping relatively fast. I think we're going to do it. I think we are actually going to make it to orbit. Now I'm wondering where the moon is. How is that still so far off of where we were looking? 28 degrees. Are you kidding me? Maybe 28 degrees north, like 28 degrees up this way. Like, surely Cape Canaveral wasn't even on the pad at that point. This feels like as far away as we could possibly get. Gotta learn how to read that mod better. I'm hoping that we can just capture around the moon somewhere. It might be a long mission, though. Okay, are we doing alright? Are we doing fine? It's hard to tell at this point in the game. I'm going to speed up time just a little bit more and see how quickly this orbit plays out. Oh man, these are the hard parts where you're just waiting for your orbit to hit reasonable numbers. I'm fairly sure we're going to make it. That's not a concern, I don't think. Well, let's not get ahead of myself here. Yeah, especially now. Look how far away this circle goes until it. Like we must now. Yeah, look, minus 300, 200. Can I turn my view round so we can look at the top of the planet? Thanks very much. And we have, go a little bit ahead of myself there. We have made it to orbit. All right, there we go. We're in. We've got it. It's fine. It's good. I'm just gonna cut my engines now. All right, cool. Yay. Terrible angle for going to the moon. Terrible angle for going to the moon. Can I switch to Earth? Thanks very much. Wait, no, I didn't want. Not target the moon. This map is very kind of awkward to use, but I think we can figure it out. So that's the point that I want to add maneuver and go. Ooh, just want to tweak this around this way a little bit more. Thanks. There we go. And then we just slow down over there. We've got oh, you know what? We might make it. Oh, we might actually make it. Oh, I am over the moon already and I haven't done it. There's this whole saying about chickens and eggs and baskets and stuff. Let's be chill. Let's save. Save sounds like, wow, remember when we did things that were worth saving? That's where I'm at right now. I'm going to start our burn in 3 minutes. It's a 12-minute burn. Oh my gosh. Now, obviously, we're going to bring that down to like 4 minutes. What space news have people heard that they want a qualified astrophysicist to talk about? Do I count as qualified yet? I don't know if I count as qualified yet. I've technically finished my degree and I've now started my master's, but they've not given me a bit of paper because I've moved straight on to my master's. So I don't know. That's hard to call. All right, we are currently. Wow, wait, look, it's that place we keep crashing into, Africa. That's it. Normally, We launch from here. We go over this way, and we slam into there. You passed your last exam. Yeah, I was never not going to pass. It was just about how well I was going to pass, you know. And it turns out just about well enough. I've convinced people that I know what I'm talking about, which is hilarious if you stop and think about that phrase. Okay, I think we can move. I'm going to press this button, and it's only going to move me forward to another thing. You have a 40-minute ion capture burn. This is what I've done. I think a grand total of 3 ion missions. For that very reason, only one of them ever on stream. It was my first and only one, and that was it. We stopped instantly after that because it was just like, no, we're not doing that again. There's only so long I can talk to the wind about nothing. So we definitely needed to have found a different way for me. Nuclear engines though, beautiful. I don't like the angle we're looking at. I don't know about you, but I feel like burning in that direction might not be the winner. Now, I know I've got a small engine, and we're going to be burning from here to there. Trust in the robot. Trust in the robot. I think that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We're running out of ignitions anyway, so we're just gonna trust it. We've got 2 ignitions left. If we need to do some shenanigans, we can. But I think at the moment we're just gonna let this roll. Yeah, I've been looking into the modules that I'm doing next year. It's all looking very fun. You know, special relativity and not special. I did special relativity this year. General relativity and such forth. Look at this 0 just popping up and disappearing. That's somewhat awkward. We should turn the RCS off. That's what we should do. Yeah, my master's is essentially just, here's a project for you to do. Work on the project long and hard. Oh, by the way, you probably want to study some modules that have something to do with your project. I've got to pass a certain number of credits, and I can just kind of pick what I want. It's the first time that I've felt like I'm properly at university rather than just like following a course. Because, you can follow an astrophysics course from people you've met online or whatever, right? And straight up, you all learn the same things. But I've met a whole bunch of people that I never would have met without going to university. I have talked to people off the telly. You see people on like Sky at Night or whatever. I'm sure you've got astronomy programs wherever you're from. And you meet the experts when it comes to going to university, right? And that for one thing means absolutely nothing, right? They're just people like you're just a person who have spent some time learning about stuff, and now people recognize them for the learning they have done, and you could very well be one of those people that gets recognized for the learning you do as well, right? Like that's number one. But number two, they are cool people, right? Like so that's also a thing. All right, let's have a look at our map. I have not accelerated time at all. I've just been waffling for a whole minute here without actually making sure that we're going in the right speed, which is unfortunate because as much as it's fun to listen to me waffle for hours at a time, it's much better when we've got a directed thing to talk about. Patrick Stewart's show up at your place. One of your mates was going dressed up as Q. Lol, good idea. Good idea. That's cool. That's cool. Best we had was someone's parents who had gone to the military come back and tell us of the horror stories. I'm not sure why they did that. Didn't convince any of us to join the military. I'm sure I convinced someone. You know, it was secondary / high school, whatever you want to label it as. So there would have been some lads there who were like, yes, that's exactly what I want for my life. It never for a moment has the military been the thing that I wanted to do. I hear people shout, not just shout at you, but they also then occasionally some other people, totally unrelated to the first group of people, try and shoot you. And that the shouting I can kind of deal with. Actively trying to kill me, no, I'm not sure if I'm down for that. This is a long burn. We're going all the way to ×3 here. Occasionally I've got to turn my RCS on when I notice that we have drifted a little bit too far away from the target, but then I try not to leave that on for too long because it eats my fuel. Look, it's already eating my fuel here. Can we... Oh, it's not got the number system up there. There are some times where you can click a little hash. Look, you click this and it changes the way the numbers are displayed. Maybe in here? Yeah, like that. But it's only, unfortunately, for sliders that you can change, which is a little unfortunate when you're trying to read like these big... Is that kiloliters? Are kiloliters a thing? Yeah, no, megaliters are a thing, stuff like that. We normally switch to like other measurements of volume by that point, where like cubic meters rather than kiloliter. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. How are we doing with the burning of the fuel? The fuel is burning rather efficiently. This is good. I always find engines in, like, this is true of real life engines. Engines in space, very, very underwhelming. It's just an unfortunate fact of the universe that when you try and expand gas into a vacuum, it'll expand beyond what you can see, which is... I wouldn't hate the Coast Guards. That's your tertiary plan. Okay, I mean, Coast Guards are great. Like, sorry, I should have been more specific in my. I don't want to end up in infantry. Now, I'm fairly sure a man of my talents probably wouldn't end up in infantry anyway. Would be a little bit of a waste. But yeah, I wouldn't want to end up on the ground, so to speak. Okay, I've just realised that I have a limited number of starts and stops on this engine. Do I save it now? I'm going to save it now. So if this doesn't just go right first time... I've got hiccups. Why? My body is rebelling against me today. Hiccups, burps, everything. It's really not helpful. The hiccups are the worst by a long march. Let's turn that off. We're a little bit short. We're 137 short. I'm gonna do a thing. We're going fast. Ooh. Turns out a little bit unbalanced as well. No problem. We got this. We got this. Your dad was the Air Force, then Army. Your mum talked you out of joining up as they didn't pay for work outside of dropping bombs and shooting howitzers. I mean, nowadays, thankfully, I hear it's a bit more... they prepare you for the outside world a bit better. But that's just what I've heard. You would have found the medical anyway colourblind amongst other things. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've also got a litany of issues. So some of them more severe than others. No, I don't think any of them would really actively stop me being in the army. Depends what they want me to do. All right. Absolutely nothing stops me planning the trajectory of a ICBM or whatever. Okay, we're coming in for the thing. It'll be like satellite espionage and stuff like that, right? Like no one really needs to work out how to drop bombs nowadays. We know how to drop a bomb. What we want to do is figure out how to do other things that I probably shouldn't talk about anymore. All right, how many ignitions? I believe we've got infinite ignitions. I just want to make sure about that. I don't see anything saying ignition's left, so I'm gonna just assume that we are good here. I'm gonna once again turn the RCS off. I'm going to save. And we're gonna make our way to the moon. Oh, I meant to look at the Earth. Oh, well, alright. There's Earth. Hey! Just terrible timing. A terrible streamer. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, well, no, we're still drifting away. Why are we auto warping? Earth Mars transfer. No, get out of here. Get out of my face. Your failures from last time. I'm not doing this. Now it's just sit in a room and fly a drone. Yeah. Which I've also got like plenty of human machine interface history. I can hold a controller in my hand, is what I'm trying to say. But human machine interface sounds much better. Where is the moon? Is the moon real? Flat moon? Is the moon just a projection by NASA put there to keep us... I don't know. This is the thing I've never got about the flat earthers, right? Why? Alright, let's say there is a huge conspiracy to hide the fact that the Earth is flat. Whatever. Why? Why has someone done this? Why would they want to try and stop you from knowing about I don't know. If anyone can come up with a reason for that, I'd really like to hear about it. I was kind of expecting us to just be at the... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, time warp complete. It is. We are. I'm focused on the wrong thing. Wait, tilde, yeah, that one. Yeah, look at that. It only took me 3-4 months, something like that. Whoa. I'm going to press escape. I didn't want to press escape. I want to close this. Close you. Brought all this up without me wanting it. Okay, we slow in. The moon is over there. Is that just to go through the thing? Is it speeding back up, or are we just like good now? I really want to hit periapsis and slow right down, obviously. That's not the maneuver at all. Oh no, that is exactly the maneuver. Okay, all right, that's good. That's fine. I can point at it. I think it derives sort of from a weird reading of the Bible a lot more than people think. Oh, maybe. The ancient Egyptians and Chinese and Mayans all knew we live on a bull, and then some bloke in a city hat said no. That is the crazy... Like, even just, back in the days of basic geometry, when Zeno, or whatever his name was measuring the shadow in a well and figured out that midday was different at different points on the planet, right? Like, there's lots and lots of evidence. Yeah. But if it's religious, then suddenly all logic's out the window, right? Okay, we are looking roughly in the right direction. I'll take that as looking in the right direction. 800. We might actually... We're not going to land. Not a chance we're going to land, but we might even get a tight orbit. We might even get a tight orbit here. I want to go to that one. Take me there. Yeah, I don't know. Like having met the people that would have to be involved in this conspiracy. The people who launch the satellites, the people who receive the data, like none of those lot can keep a secret. There's not a chance. They're the ones keeping the entire world in the dark about what happens when you throw a ball in the air, because that's what it comes down to. Is we got that type of physics wrong. 3, 2, 1, go. We're drifting. Marita definitely looks like she's having fun. Can we? So if I turn RCS off, we immediately start turning what I'm going to classify as forwards. So we want to turn this engine here to about 8. We'll see if we can balance it here. Down, 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 down. Oh, they're okay. They're not working as I thought they were working. I need to remove them from symmetry to do that. But okay, it doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. I thought it would just be fun to do during this 4-minute burn. If we get to ×3, it's a minute burn. It's fine. It's fine. We'll do fine. We'll do fine. One of the things that I do like about Kerbal is it does give you the ability to speed up time in the physics sense as well. Look at this, we're like ×3 when still burning stuff. Like that's, they don't tell you, it's an undocumented feature. You need to know that you press the Alt button and then speed up and slow down time to get this to happen. Like they have not told anybody. Squad kind of did a bad when it came to that, but let's have a look at our orbit, shall we? Oh, it's gonna work. It's going to work. I might even get us down nice and low. I have absolutely zero faith that we're going to land this, but it's a nice capture mission. How is communication working? We do have Comnet going back. That's good. That was one of the things I wanted to know. Was just like, how good is the communicatron? And it's good enough for the moon. And if it's good enough for the moon, it's good enough for me. It's gonna end up as jam. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, I'm going to kill that now, and we're going to retrograde. I would like to get this down pretty low. 4, 3, 2, 1 million meters. Yeah, about there. I cut my engine off. We're still going. What's going on here? Why can't I see anything? I've cut my engine. Look, my throttle. Oh, because I didn't do that. Lol. Okay, I know what happened there at least. Did you put landing gear? We're not landing. Where I'm going, we don't need landing gear. Yeah, 700 delts. We're not stopping. Yeah, it's gonna cost about 1,000 to land. But I wanna get close to the surface, right? That's why I was like, why isn't my engine stopping? Okay, 137,000 meters. Sounds pretty good. 137 kilometers. Probably what we want. I'm going to click that. I'm going to try and find the moon. There it is. Oh, we're going on the dark side, like the actual dark side. Not the radio dark side. The dark side. Okay, no Comnet, but that should be fine. That's why I brought a Kerbal. We can now try and circularize. Oh, this isn't even going to get that close, is it? We've got 600 in the tank, 2,000 in the world. Those two numbers need to match each other if we're going to... Okay, alright, let's stop this here. We're just going to go past in a series of closer and closer passes. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't know what the closest we can get to the moon actually is, but I'm willing to find out. That mission that couldn't make it. Lol. Takes a while to get to apoapsis. The RCS definitely putting the work in here. Thank you for the alarm. Okay, so we got some numbers here. We've got 137 kilometers on the cards. Let's bring that down to 53. No, I think we can go 4. I'm willing to accept that risk. You willing to accept that risk? I'm willing to accept the risk. I feel like 4 might be a little too close. What, time warp cancelled? Why are you cancelling my time warp? No, alright, fine. We'll just make do with that. I didn't stop to look at... Okay, so far so good. So far so good. This is close to the moon. I don't think we could... Oh! I don't think we can go any closer than that. If I don't... Yeah. If I remember, the mission ran out of radio, so could not capture. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'd like to take this moment right here and remember all those who gave their lives in service of Twitchi Space Program. Without their valiant sacrifice, we wouldn't be able to know that the moon does not bounce. Without them, we wouldn't know the crush capabilities of our fuel can. How small we truly could compact and recycle our goods. And it is really for them that we stand and say thank you. Back. No. We got another thing. Let's load it up. I don't know where I saved it. Do you know where I saved it? There are a lot of them, aren't there? Won't just let me load like this. There we go. If we're outside of the moon's sphere of influence, I might continue adding some fuel in and see if we can't... Yeah. Do we want to just go? I think we just want to go. You can't stop me. We're leaving. Had enough of this planet and everybody on it. Oh look, this one also had enough of this planet and everybody on it. Okay, no gravity boost available to us, unfortunately. I'm coming in on the wrong side of the moon. Looks like we're going out though. That's kind of cool. Vesta, Mars. We should go to Vesta and Ceres at some point. That Ceres, literally my favorite planet. Like IRL, in real life. I was about to say in the real world, but wait, that's outside the world. But yeah, look at this little ball of ice and not much else. Look, it's the white stripes. We don't really know what that is. We think it's water ice, but we're not entirely sure. It could just be like actual salt, like sodium chloride. Turn back there. The real Dres series. It's true. Ceres is the one that I bring up to the Pluto people. Wait, am I going inwards? I thought I was leaving forwards. Turns out I'm leaving backwards. Okay, Venus. Set as target. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a long way to go. You're one of the Pluto people. Well, did you know about Ceres? Discovered in the Victorian times. Seriously, I could rant. Everyone's like, well, Pluto's the one I was taught as a child. It's like, wow, that's your limited education, isn't it? That's totally a valid reason. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm totally happy for you to be like Pluto as a planet. Like that's fine. I'm of the opinion that a dwarf planet is a planet. It's not like it's just an asteroid, right? It's why we upgraded Ceres from where is it over there? Ceres from asteroid back up to planet. It's because it got its dwarf planet designation, which is very good, to my mind, very very good. You've had the speech from you. I know why in class, but in your book it is. Yeah, fair. Oh, just recognise the others as well. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just think about Ceres, Vesta, Makemake, Eris. How many others? Yeah, and that's fine. We can have 200 planets. We just need to recognise that 8 of them are a bit more important than the others. Yeah, and honestly, why is Mercury in that group? You know, if we're in the middle of kicking planets out of the planet group, Mercury is nothing more than a Dyson sphere waiting to happen, right? We're gonna turn up at Mercury. We're gonna start melting it down. We're gonna make a bunch of solar panels. We're gonna encircle the sun with a Dyson sphere, maybe even just a bunch of mirrors. We have all the mirrors on one side of the sun, right? And then it reflects all the light in the other direction, thus moving the entire solar system. And that's what I think we should do with Mercury. It's not a planet. It's just a lump of raw materials. At least Venus has an atmosphere that we can try and make use of at some point. Not Mercury. It's got a little bit of helium on it because it's that close to the sun that it picked up some helium from the sun. Right. I would say same for the Trojan and the what are the other guys? The Trojans and the Spartans. The asteroids before and wait. Can we look here? Jupiter. Okay, so if we were to draw a line out to Jupiter and then draw an equilateral triangle, 60 degrees, right? Boom, boom, boom. All right, same length sides on every side, right? Here and there, draw the same triangle on the other side. That's where Lagrange point 4 and 5 are. But it's cleared its orbit. No, well, here we go. This is. I'm literally just about to speak about a thing that doesn't mean it's cleared as well. Anyway, so you got is it the Trojans and the Spartans behind? I can't remember. It might not even be Spartans. I honestly can't remember. We've just kind of gone on. Because there's these points where gravity just kind of balances. Gravity, centrifugal force. There's a bunch of stuff that kind of all balances out, right? And that is... I feel like we're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I feel like our orbit hasn't really changed for a while. I'm just going to stop there. We'll leave. But because of these points where gravity is balanced, it collects a whole bunch of asteroids. Like Earth-size... Not Earth-size asteroids, but Earth masses worth of asteroids. That might be over moon masses worth of asteroids. So it's not really cleared its orbit because there's these huge asteroids there. Yeah, the whole classification of planet is kind of weird. Lagrange has been reached. I mean, we literally can't talk about orbital dynamics without touching on my boy Lagrange occasionally. I say occasionally, once a stream or whatever. Zeros, close that. Thank you. I just want to carry on out of here now. We're leaving. We're gone. Hopefully. Lagrange reached there. Also, ZZ Top's guitar. Oh, is it? Okay. I'm not obviously I am aware of ZZ Top, but I couldn't tell you any of their, for want of a better word, hits. I recognise them instantly on screen or whatever. You know, oh, it's those old guys with the beards. Which, I'm not being derogatory by calling them the old guys with the beard. That is their entire persona. That's it. That's all they got. Oh, it was going out. So what's this blue one here? I feel like I've been lied to. Mars set as target. Okay. Alright. Well, with that I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next time, where we're going to use my newfound knowledge of what it takes to actually get anywhere and do anything to launch a probe to Mars. You remember those things we were doing? And I will see you then. Oh, when we're going to do that. Bye.